Could the Philadelphia 76ers shake up the NBA and trade for LeBron James? If LeBron does not retire, the Sixers are among the favorites to land the king. You're watching Philadelphia 76ers Now by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe. So these are the newest LeBron destinations if he doesn't return to the Los Angeles Lakers. And what do you know? The Philadelphia 76ers, the second best odds to land LeBron right after the New York Knicks at 3-1 odds. It's the Philadelphia 76ers at 7-2 odds. Other teams here in the mix, of course, Cleveland Cavaliers, Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Clippers, as well as the Golden State Warriors. Before we unpack all of this, make sure you subscribe to the show. We're 458 people away from 10,000 subscribers, with the NBA free agency period going to be here before we know it. NBA draft, a massive offseason ahead for this basketball team. We're going to cover it every step of the way. Hit that subscribe button for year-round coverage of the Philadelphia 76ers. As for what LeBron James said about his future after the Nuggets swept the Lakers in what was probably the most entertaining sweeping of a series that we've seen ever, with 3 games coming right down to the wire, including that deciding Game 4, LeBron said this: "We'll see what happens going forward for my career. I don't know. I've got a lot to think about, to be honest. Just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, I've got a lot to think about." Now, after he said that, he did talk with Dave McMenamin of ESPN, and he said, look, when I'm better than 90 to 95% of the NBA, why wouldn't I return? We know that LeBron James loves attention. He's always been an attention-starved athlete. I've been a fan of LeBron. Guy's been in the league since 2003, in the spotlight since he was a teenager. We've never really heard a peep about anything negative about him as far as his personal life goes. The worst thing we can say about LeBron is that he flops, that he loves attention, and he's gotten into the political realm just a little bit. But LeBron as a player, there have been these different iterations of him as an athlete. He's really evolved his game from when he was a skinny teenager playing at St. Vincent St. Mary. I'll never forget when I was a young kid growing up in Westchester, seeing him play at the Palestra back in the day, the cathedral of basketball. And I was like, wow, that's so cool that LeBron is there. He lived up to expectations. Of course, he's gone on to have a masterful career. But that skinny teenager then evolved his game and bulked up his body. He added to his arsenal, and now there's this last iteration of LeBron James in which he's a distributor of the basketball, but a guy who's pretty much a triple-double threat night in, night out. And at the tail end of his career, he's really developed the three-point shot as well. So LeBron, on why he'd still play, said what I just told you: because I'm better than 90% of the NBA, maybe even 95% of the NBA, and he's not wrong. I know a lot of people want to rip LeBron about how the Lakers got swept by the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets are a great team. The synergy, camaraderie, continuity that they play with has been exceptional. Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player in the world right now. And 3 of those games came down to the wire, and we're asking a 38-year-old LeBron James to carry the load in his 20th season? Come on now, I can't rip him for that. Guy scored 21 points in the first quarter, 40 for the game. Where the hell was Anthony Davis in that matchup? LeBron in Philly would be absolutely insane. You think about the two-man game that LeBron can play with Joel Embiid, given where LeBron is in his career right now, as a guy who's a great distributor, can still score at all 3 levels, although he needs to improve his three-point shot a little bit to get that last juice out of the orange, so to speak. But a compliment to Joel Embiid, he would be fantastic. His career stats, even better. 27 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 7+ assists, 50.5% from the field, nearly 35% from 3. He was awful from three-point range throughout the playoffs, and that's a little bit of a concern. Are his legs a little bit tired? He was also dealing with that ankle injury. I think he needs to figure that out. He looked a little bit worn down, but my goodness, LeBron James still has some petrol left in the tank. Is he the GOAT? G for GOAT, N for no. That's one of our poll questions for today's show, by the way. So voice your opinions down in the comment section. I'm going to go N for no, because Michael Jordan is still the GOAT. But LeBron certainly has an argument if he wins another championship or 2, because then he would tie Michael Jordan for 6 rings. And what he's been able to do for so long. I do believe that longevity plays a role in a player's greatness. Guy entered the league in 2003. Like, to think about that, I was 11 years old at the time. I am now 31 years old, and this dude has been playing basketball for well over half my lifetime. Like, that's insane to me. Rookie of the year, 4-time NBA champion, 2 at the Heat, 1 with the Cavs. Cleveland, this is for you. And then the bubble championship with Los Angeles. 19-time NBA All-Star in his 20-year career. What I think is the most impressive, 13 All-NBA first-team honors in those 20 seasons. Great defensive player as a guy who can block your shot on the chase down. He can guard multiple positions, 5-time all-defensive first team, 4 MVP championships, and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and he is the all-time leading scorer. Now, if you want to give me a follow and let me know your thoughts on this subject matter, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. More thoughts coming up, but first, how about these NBA playoffs here? Really good series, great performances, but also NFL season coming up around the corner. You want to get those bets in? Do it with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Promo code CHAT125 at chatsports.com/bet. Get those bets in for a 125% deposit bonus. You put in $100, you get $125 back. Now, this conversation about LeBron James being a Philadelphia 76er is very interesting. And the fact that the Sixers are among the favorites to land LeBron via a trade is very fascinating, right? But why I wouldn't make the move, couple of reasons. LeBron James is 38 years old. He's showing some signs of slowing down, although he's still an all-NBA caliber first-team player. Most importantly, though, it would absolutely deplete your roster. And if you want to add to this team in NBA free agency, the free agency crop is extremely thin. Some of the best guards that you could get to complement this roster with LeBron and Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, D'Angelo Russell, Fred VanVleet, if he declines his player option. This is the trade idea that I put together that actually does work financially. Sixers get LeBron. Lakers receive Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and 2 first-round picks in 2024 and 2026. Tyrese Maxey is Philadelphia's young son. He's an emerging superstar. That would be a great get for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Tobias Harris, while he's making a lot of money, is on an expiring contract. But without any moves in free agency, this would probably be the Sixers starting 5. And this is not a starting 5 that could compete for an NBA championship. D'Anthony Melton, you got McDaniels, PJ Tucker, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. That's not going to get it done in a loaded East that is very deep with a lot of really good teams. You'd have Embiid turning 30 at the start of next year, LeBron James turning 39 in December. This would be an all-in move for just the 2023-2024 season, but I don't even think it moves the needle all that much. Of course, it depends on what the Sixers would do in free agency as well. But at the end of the day, Embiid and LeBron would be a lot of fun. It's not going to happen. I don't even think LeBron James would want to come to Philadelphia. His son, Bronny James, just committed to USC. I think he wants to stay out on the West Coast. He's going to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. That team was really close. Don't let them getting swept blind you of the fact that they were the best team in basketball record-wise after all of those moves at the NBA trade deadline. They tinker with that roster. They let go of the stiff D'Angelo Russell. They bring in Kyrie Irving. That team's going to be in the mix in the West. I think this is all chatter right now. LeBron's going back to Los Angeles if he continues his NBA career, and I think he is going to continue his NBA career. Would you want LeBron in Philly, though? Embrace debate. Let us know. P for Philly, E for elsewhere. Chime in, sound off, join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time here on 76ers Now.